Death Stranding 2 on the beach is a masterpiece. Hideo Kojima has done it again as he constructed something so different, so well crafted, a work of art that will age better with each passing day. This was a special experience that I won't forget for a long time. I took my sweet time playing this game, and today I will talk and give my thoughts on Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
This time, I'll make a lasting connection with the lady in red. The perfect ending humanity deserves.
I will try my best to make this video as non-spoilery as possible and show footages from only the first half of the game, but bear in mind that some spoilers will be present. I'll give you a heads up before I talk about spoilers. Death Stranding 2 on the beach was talked about the cast numerous times before its eventual reveal. After playing the masterpiece that is the first game, I was super intrigued as to where the story could go. The game got officially revealed at Game Awards 2022, and since then, they have been releasing banger trailer after trailer. That 10 minutes long trailer that was shown in the past State of Play still remains as one of the best and craziest trailers I have ever seen to a game. I avoided every gameplay, story related videos about the game as I wanted to go in and play with a fresh eyes, and that was one of the best decisions I have made. Here we are, the game got released, I have played the heck out of it, and all I can say, it's a modern masterpiece like the first game. Before I jump into gameplay, I just want to say that this game's graphics are something else. It is so realistic looking at times that I thought I was watching a film. I mean, just look at these facial animations.
Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control, claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network.
The environment in this game is super detailed as well. Decima Engine has done wonders for this game, and it is without a doubt a top 3 realistic looking game I have ever seen. The performance of the game was so smooth and polished as well. I haven't experienced a single bug or glitch, so I really applaud the developers on this.
Where are we?
The gameplay in this game is just so damn good and addicting. Death Stranding 2 takes everything from the first game's gameplay and elevates it to even better heights. Literally everything is improved upon, but still feels the same. Sam is more responsive this time around as you can control him with ease. Walking feels and looks more realistic. The running has a heft to it which I really loved. Something Kojima took from MGS5's running. There's something about this running animation and the sound effect that satisfied me every time I see it. The carrying of cargo and deliveries is as good as before. You feel the weight of everything thanks to the DualSense controller's haptic feedback. The heavier the cargo, the slower Sam can move. Traversing these harsh and beautiful environments was a joy to play. This time around, there are a lot more challenging routes to deliver cargoes, and you need to strategize before delivering. The terrain can be more difficult to navigate, like more hills and rocky surfaces. There are more natural disasters like rivers flooding, gatequakes, which are your earthquakes in this world, wildfires, and many more. These really make the whole experience even better and memorable. I will always remember seeing the first earthquake. For me, it was something new in gaming, as we don't see those kind of things often. Delivering and completing missions in these harsh environments felt super rewarding, even more than the first game. I was addicted to delivering. Every time I saw a side mission, I would accept it right away and try to deliver to get my porter stats up. I didn't try for 100%, but I did a lot of deliveries. It felt really therapeutic for me. Just me, my BB, Dolmen, and a beautiful open world to wander around in. Like the first game, some features make a return. Sleeping and resting is back. Giving likes to other players is obviously here too. Building your own construction and helping others is single-handedly one of the most rewarding things in these games. Seeing a bridge or a road you start to build, finished later on by other players is just amazing to see. Kojima really brought something new to gaming with this system. We can construct private rooms, fast travel points, ramps, hollow bridges, and even more. Although those are great, I gotta say, the zipline still remains my favorite. Some very good customization options like suit colors, caps, and sunglasses are present once again, and a more detailed skill list made the achievements even more rewarding. I get that everyone is calling this game a delivery simulator, like they did with the first game. I mean, yes, it is. But it's more than that. Like I said, the route planning, things you encounter in the road makes it more than a delivery simulator. If you want, you can go guns blazing into places while carrying your cargo in vehicles. Talking about guns blazing, the combat is without a doubt the best thing that is made better in this sequel. The gun control feels miles better. Moving the camera while aiming feels less like a hassle and more rewarding. In the first game, the gunplay felt like an afterthought. It wasn't bad by any means, but rather it was super simple in contrast to the rest of the game. But this time, goddamn does it feel great to shoot down enemies. The bullets feel like it has impact and more weight to it. Like I said, the aiming is more accurate, the gun stance to me looks more pleasing, and the slow-mo effect every time an enemy goes down is just amazing, as it can also give you a chance to shoot down more enemies while being in slow motion. This somewhat of a chain attack kept the combat feeling fresh and unique every time. The arsenal you can have is also impressive, from pistols to machine guns to shotguns to snipers. Kojima really did try to make this game as similar as it can be to Metal Gear Solid, which was a great thing. Both human and BT enemies are back. Humans pose more of a challenge as they have more upgrades like armor plates, and B teams seem more aggressive this time around. But thanks to the brilliant gunplay, it made it easier to tackle these enemies. The bosses are fucking wild and creative. And the boss battles were a highlight for me. I won't show bosses from later on in the game, but as you can see, early game bosses were still wild and creative. Many quality of life improvements is featured here, like automatically organizing your cargo you carry, disregarding all used or damaged equipment, recharging your vehicles, speed skeletons, adding more pouches to your backpack, or even an equipment that can help you carry heavier cargo. I appreciate all of these things that made it more fun to play. There are various vehicles and equipment that will help you in your playthrough. Luckily you get the Tri-Cruiser early on in the game. I love this bike and the control of it was so smooth. The pickup off-roader, which is your big truck, is also back from the first game, and it's a very useful vehicle for you to carry more deliveries. I mainly used this vehicle in my playthrough and had a blast while playing it. It was convenient and super helpful, yet there are instances where the game will push you to travel on foot, and those segments were equally as good. Death Stranding 2 features the monorail. This was a great way to travel around this world. Building more monorails really elevated the whole traversing aspect of the game. And the DHV Magellan, the ship you stay on, is a way to fast travel around this map. All of these made it easier yet still fun to deliver cargo. Death Stranding 2 has two countries to traverse in, Mexico and Australia. Compare the first game's one country, that being America. Mexico is your tutorial map where you will grasp the system and how the game works, and Australia is the real deal. That is where the game is mainly set. Both maps were amazing to look at. This time around the game has day and night cycles, breathtaking landscapes, harsher environments, and an amazing 3D map to go with these worlds. And like I said before, natural disasters. Even if the map seems empty, they are packed with things to look at or loot. The gameplay and everything that goes with it was excellent. So how was the story? Well, it is as good as the gameplay, but I do have issues. The basic plot of this game follows Sam connecting Australia to the chiral network, but there's more that is going on. Now is the time I will talk about spoilers for this game. Not the whole thing, but early game plot points. You have been warned. The game starts with a retired Sam living with a grown-up Lou, the BB from the first game. They seem both really happy, but Sam is drawn back to being a porter by Fragile and her new company Drawbridge. He is tasked with connecting Mexico to the chiral network and eventually Australia. Before heading to Australia, something so tragic happens that I was in tears. Lou is killed by people in red armor while Fragile was trying to protect her. Seeing a helpless baby cry to death lying on the floor really messed me up. I was in tears for a long time, and honestly, I wanted to quit playing this game. I was really affected by the imagery, but I pushed on because I had to see how the story plays out. But yeah, that was a really ballsy move from Kojima. After dealing with the grief, Sam eventually travels to Australia by a plate gate, a portal that makes you travel to other places around the world. And man, the story just gets even weirder and wilder from this point on. There's conspiracies about Lou. We get to understand how BBs are sacrificed to make the chiral network, and Higgs being a total weirdo is all peak Kojima storytelling. Death Stranding 2 can tell a more coherent story now that the heavy lifting of introducing this world and the lore was done by the first game. But I feel like they didn't take that chance at first. The initial hook of the story was excellent, but it felt the same as the first game. There were same story beats, and I just thought that I have seen this before. Lou's death was similar to Bridges' death. We meet Tarman, a character that is similar to Deadman, which is both played by a famous director. Sam needs to reconnect Australia like he did with America. Troy Baker's Hicks shows up randomly, like he did in the first game, and messes with you. We meet Hartman in the middle of the story in both games, and Neil is essentially the Cliff character. Even if Lou is dead, she comes back as a BB and you continue like the first game. I just felt like I have experienced this before, and it wasn't the story I was expecting for the first half of the game. I didn't realize Kojima would play it this safe. And don't get me wrong, the story is great, but it just threw me off how similar it was compared to the first game. The setup of the story was strong, but it ended up feeling too similar to the first game rather than stand out as its own thing. But honestly, after the halfway point, it gets super interesting and becomes its own thing. By the end, I love this story and its characters. Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, is back as the lead protagonist. He's older, more worn, and emotionally more layered this time around. But Sam as a character should have shown more emotions. I wanted to feel his grief, but it felt plain at times. Even if he opens up later on, he seemed wooden. Still, he was cool as ever and a good lead to carry this game. His sweet bond with Lou was where he shined the most. Fragile, portrayed by Lea Seydoux, takes on a more prominent role in this game. She's shown in leadership position as she is heading a new organization. Her relationship with Sam is deeper as she serves as both an ally and a narrative driver. She has more to do and was a great companion to have in this game. Troy Baker as Hicks is back, and now even weirder. His whole look has changed, having a red robotic armor with longer hair and makeup and that guitar. He had an amazing character design in the first game, but this is as good as that one, in a different way. He plays a major role in the story, and Troy Baker really does show how good he can be playing a weirdo villain. Lou is back and she's all grown up. She was so cute every time on screen, and like I said, her death at the beginning really affected me. And that's about it, I will not go further into this character. Tarman is based on the likeness of the famous director George Miller and voiced by Marty Roan. He's kind of your Deadman in this game, as he gives exposition about everything you need to know. I feel like they could have done more with his character, but he was a good addition to the game. His backstory was really interesting too, but the character with the most potential was Rainy, portrayed by Shioli Kutsuna. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She had the power of reversing the effects of timefall. She could heal what the timefall did, and she was very charming. Her backstory was tragic and it added more depth to her character. Her and Ellie Fanning's Tomorrow plays a major role in this game, especially Tomorrow. I don't want to say anything else about her character, but know that she was very important to the overall plot, and she was really cool. Dollman is arguably the best character in this game.
His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
The low frame rate effect on him still amazes me even now. He plays the Mimir role from God of War and was a good companion to have while on missions. His secret dance sequence is truly a legendary Kojima moment. A character named Neil, played by Luca Marinelli, is a character shrouded in mystery. You'll know who he is by the end of the game, but the constant teasing of him whenever Sam connected to his BB was very similar to Cliff from the first game. They both play a similar role, but the revelation by the end was rewarding. He was definitely a nod to Solid Snake and he looked glorious with that bandana on. Kojima loves to sneak in things like this. There are many other characters that are in this game, but know that they were all amazing and all of the actors and voice actors did a wonderful job. Overall, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is a monstrous achievement by Hideo Kojima. We are so lucky to get a sequel and to have all this attention detail to go with it. It improves upon everything the first game did and more. Even with some negatives that I had with the game, I can't deny how much it does well with the rest of the game. From the addicting gameplay to jaw-dropping graphics to this beautiful open world to an emotional story, Death Stranding 2 is truly a game everyone must play. I usually score my games, but this time I am torn. I still don't have a score for it. I need to think about it more and the game has to sit with me. But it is either a 9.5 or a 10. But honestly, I don't need to score it, as the experience was worth it for me. And it's a game I will think about for a very long time. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is not a perfect masterpiece, but it's a modern masterpiece nonetheless. Hideo Kojima just doesn't miss. I will definitely go back and do more side quests, and there are even more Easter eggs and random encounters to find. This game is just jam-packed. So, what did you think about Death Stranding 2 on the Beach? Did you love it like me? And who was your favorite from the wacky cast of characters? Let me know down below, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone on the next video.